Winner of the 2024 Texas Regional Radio Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year.
Uvalde Radio.
It's UvaldeRadio.net. Hey, it's time for Friday Night Live. We're coming at you live from Broadway 830 at 100 East Main Street. Beautiful downtown Uvalde, where tonight is actually also Foursquare Friday. Every second Friday of the month, come out to downtown Uvalde to do some shopping. They have extended shopping hours, some complimentary food and drink, and it's a great time, a great way to kick off summer in downtown Uvalde. But you want to stop by here for live music, because tonight, in from San Antonio, it's the return of Matt Tejeda.
Oh, how's it going, man? How you doing, Bubba?
It's good to have you, man.
It's good to be here.
Oh, hey, Corey, can you do me a favor? Can you turn off the big-ass fan? We have a big-ass fan over there. I forgot to turn it off.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
It's really loud in the background, so it's just a crowd. No, that's just a fan. Matt's got lots of fans, but only one
I've got
of them's
one
here
big
right
fan,
now.
actually.
He's got one big-ass fan right here. And yes, that's the brand name. Just to let you know, they're not going to hurt yourself. You're going to be okay. We should go. And now let's go live to Corey Brooks with the big ass fan. It's all right. So meanwhile, she's going to figure out how to do that.
I was going to say, she's over there like a meteorologist. Whoa, out here.
It's funny. We really should cut to her.
No kidding.
So, Matt, how was the drive in from San Antonio?
Oh, man, it was great. I mean, don't get me wrong. Coming out of the attics doing HVAC and everything like that in San Antonio was a little hard today. Feeling a little tired, but it was great. It was a great drive. It's a beautiful drive all the way through.
So, like a lot of musicians, in the regional circuit, you got your 9-to-5er.
I've got my 9 to 5.
And then you're more of a weekend warrior, kind of on the shows.
Yeah, for the most part.
What's that like to take off one hat, put on the other, and is there a way that I guess you get a reset or a second wind?
No, I wish I did. I wish I did. I got 3 hats that I wear. I got the HVAC technician hat, and then I got the tattoo artist hat, and then I have the musician hat.
Wow.
So yeah, no, I got a lot of hats that I wear, and then I wear the dad hat and the husband hat and everything like that, and I'm just all over the place.
Hey man, and that's kind of modern life these days, though, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
You kind of got to be able to get in where you can fit in, and make things happen for you and your family, and
exactly.
That's cool. 3 hats, 1 wallet. Hopefully, it's a nice big fat wallet.
It's a good wallet.
All right,
it's a good size wallet.
So again, Matt Tejeda is here from San Antonio, and we're currently spinning your recent release to radio called "Lose More Than You Win."
Yes,
it's
sir.
Great reaction. People love it when it comes on. It's a good record. We'll talk all about it here in a minute. But since the last time you were here in Uvalde, which was it last fall?
I think it was last fall. Yeah, it was sometime a little bit before November, I think.
So it was like October, November.
I think it was October, November. Yeah.
So it's been a minute. So and at that time you were promoting your previous single, Out of Time, and that was the first time we had met you. That
was my first single out to radio and out anywhere.
So now you can say you're seasoned a little bit. So from the first time you were here doing a show in Uvalde and pushing songs to radio, what would you say has changed the most, I guess?
Man, we've gotten a little more in tune with what we need to do as far as pushing our singles out there and everything like that. As a band, we're coming together to write a little bit more songs. We're actually getting ready to get back into the studio and record another single. So it's just been a very big, fast learning experience to see where we want to be and get where we want to go. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot,
man. On the first time around, pushing Out of Time, how many like Texas markets or radio stations or interviews did you get out there quite a bit? Or
I got out there a little bit. Yeah,
you're a pretty busy guy. So
yeah, no. So it's hard.
You're anchored with the home and the family.
Pretty much.
But,
yeah.
Give me some highlights of some of the cool things that you maybe places you went that you hadn't done. To promote the radio.
We went out to Kerrville to do a radio interview for that one for Out of Time. Obviously, we did the radio interview here for Uvalde Radio. Just recently, actually, we went out to I can't remember where we were at.
That's good. That means you're staying busy.
I stayed so busy. I can't remember where the heck we were at. But all I know is I remember we were going out to Fort Worth and we were getting ready to go do a show out there. And we've done so many podcasts. We've done so many radio interviews now that we're starting to kind of hit our stride. And we're trying to get ourselves to where we can kind of make it a routine, just kind of get in that flow and everything like that. And
kind of fit it into what's already going on.
With the day job.
Right.
So that's pretty much what we're moving towards. We're actually in the works of possibly going on a cruise tour through Carnival.
Wow.
So we'll see how that goes. But there's things here and there that's happening, and a lot of balls being juggled in the air. So we'll see what happens, man.
Now you mentioned doing a few radio interviews. Are they? When you first started this, was that new? Was it
that was
hard or awkward,
new.
or was there a learning curve? And what's it like? And now we're doing an interview now.
Yeah.
But how is that? How has that changed? Is it a little more natural for you now? Or?
It's not. It honestly, I don't think it ever is really natural for me. I mean, I'm a natural talker. I can be a chatty Cathy, sometimes. But it's funny to be able to talk to somebody like just without the microphone in front of you, and then talk to somebody with a microphone and say, "Well, this is what we're doing now," and then, "Oh, you forgot to mention this," and next time you got to say that. It's
well, and
just
then
one of those things.
You've either got a wife or a manager, or a band member reminding you after the mic's off what you didn't say.
You didn't say this time, son of a gun, dang it. All right, well, you know what, next time. That
never goes away. From a guy who's been talking on radio mics since like the early 90s, then you're always going to forget something. And that literally is, you have one job. That's my job.
Yeah, one job. Talk about everything.
So this is just icing on your cake, so don't you worry about it. Don't you split it at all. Once again, it's Matt Tejeda here from Matt Tejeda and the Backwoods Band, still the Backwoods Band, right?
Yes, sir.
Give a shout out to the guys in the band. Tell me what they do and what they're up to right now.
Oh, man, my boys, they're doing good right now for themselves. We got Raul, who's actually coming from Texas Double Shot to join us. Great bass player, amazing dude. He actually sells windows during the day, or does measuring for windows. Then we got our boy Justin Houghton. He's our lead guitar player, and he's actually a countertop marble cutter. So he does all that good stuff and everything like that. And then Curly is our actual career musician. He works at the School of Rock. He's our drummer, and he's also our sound guy as well, and the heartbeat of the band. Honestly, he's working at the School of Rock out in San Antonio.
Cool.
And man, the dude's just amazing. All three of these guys are just amazing guys that I wouldn't sound like me if I didn't have them behind me and to the side of me as well. You know what I mean? These dudes couldn't ask for a better band, honestly.
I know we've interviewed you in the past and you've given us your story, but as far as just the band goes, how did the Backwoods Band form? How did you get these guys together?
Pretty much it was one of those things where it's like I'm just reaching out to guys, hey, obviously I've played with a couple of them before and everything. Raul was one of my first bass players that I played with, and I was actually one of his first bands that he ever played with here in San Antonio, out there in San Antonio. I forgot. I'm in Uvalde right now. And man, we clicked. He went and had a little bit of an opportunity to go play with Texas Double Shot, and he was loving every minute of that. He was, in a transition period and came over to us, and we're like, dude, you're going to fit in here. We like your style. We like the way you harmonize. Come on and slap at the bass, man. But yeah, Justin, I actually met kind of on a whim. Buddy of ours, Charlie, his dad actually was like, "Hey, man, my son, he plays guitar. He's a real good guitar player. He's, it's been a while since he's played, but I think he'd do good for you." And I was like, "All right, hey, just bring him on over." And had a practice with him. I was like, yeah, this guy's got potential. Yeah, he just got to shake the rust off, and he's good to go. And same thing with Curly. Curly just kind of showed up out of the blue, and man, the guy is just amazing. Like, he plays in the pocket and then he'll throw in some fills at the same time that you're just like, yeah, I had no idea that was going to come. But the great thing about modern technology is we have what's called in-ear monitors. For those of you who don't know, it's just basically earphones for us on stage. And anytime that we are on stage, we hear Curly in the talkback mic going, "Guys, we need to do this real sexy, guys. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Real sexy. Put some sexy appeal in there." I'm like, dude, we're trying not to crack up while we're playing in the middle of a song on stage. So, yeah, it's pretty hilarious playing
Curly. I need you to do the rest of the interview in that voice.
The entire time. This is Curly.
The Curly voice.
The Curly voice is sexy all the time.
Oh, my Lord. I don't know how you get through a gig.
Dude, I don't know how we get through a gig either, honestly. We're like, Curly, shut up.
Fantastic. Well, one day we'll have all the guys here. We'll have to get the band together. And
yes,
do a
we'll
big
definitely
thing.
have to get them in here.
So again, it's Matt Tejeda from Matt Tejeda and the Backwoods Band, and again, Matt's got a new single called "Lose More Than You Win." We're going to play that here next, but first of all, because this is a standard radio interview, Matt, go ahead and give us your humble beginnings as a musician. Tell us all your inspiration, how you got into it. You know, the quick sum up of it all.
The quick sum up of it all is I was a kid, an awkward kid from San Antonio, grew up on the southwest side of town, went to Southwest High School. Me and my buddies, actually, y'all know one of my buddies, Mr. Avery Castro of Kinfo. Yes. Amazing drummer. Him and I started our first band together called Torres Lane. We were playing gigs whenever he was, I think, 12 and I was like 14.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're playing dive bars around San Antonio, Von Army area and all that stuff, playing church festivals. Played our first really big gig whenever I was about 16, and that was during Fiesta in the Market Square area,
right.
underneath 35. So that was like, okay, yeah, we got bit by the
pretty
bug.
high profile, yeah.
It was pretty. I mean, don't get me wrong, we were playing on during another band's break, but I mean, it was pretty high profile for a bunch of teenagers. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I mean, I was my son's age whenever we played that first big gig.
Yeah.
You know, so it was pretty cool. We had a lot of rock and roll influences. I started off singing rock and roll, learned how to actually control my voice doing mariachi music. So that was really where I got a lot of my vocal range and my projection that I do. Started off doing theater as well and everything like that, so I got a lot of vocal training there, a lot of choreography. You don't see a lot of choreography whenever I'm whenever I'm on stage. You'll probably see a little bit of a Dwight Yoakam kind of shimmy here and there, a little Elvis kind of wiggle and all that, but that's about it.
That's why I need to get sexier.
Yeah, that's when it gets sexy. That's exactly what Curly means whenever he says make it sexy.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm like, man, God dog it, man. Stop saying that in my ear right now. But yeah, no, that's pretty much, I come from a very, big performing and very artistic background and everything like that. So, I mean, we started from knee high to a grasshopper and just kept on going.
So
you know what I mean?
Even before the early bands, what were the, I guess, the artists that were influencing you as far as, was it the music that your parents played at home?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, we got influenced a lot by like Merle Haggard, Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, AC/DC, Judas Priest, all this good stuff, man. It was all the good music.
Yeah.
And not to say that there isn't good music anymore. It's just that was the stuff that I grew up on, and George Strait was my big thing, that I was the biggest fan of him. And whenever I was actually working event security, I got to work one of his concerts, the Cowboy Rides Away tour.
Wow.
I got to work that in San Antonio, so that was pretty cool for me. So yeah, I got to meet one of my heroes and everything like that doing that concert tour. But it was just constant a diversity of music.
Yeah.
I got exposed to Vicente Fernandez whenever I was a kid, by my great grandmother. I knew Gary Hobbs, as far as his music and everything like that. It was a lot of stuff
I think that's something that people that
a melting pot.
That's a story that I hear from San Antonians a lot.
Yeah,
because San Antonio is very much a rock town too.
Oh, yeah.
But of course it's Southwest Texas. I mean, so it's pretty much one of the homes of Tejano, and there's so many great genres. And when you're growing up in that part of the state or country, it all comes to you naturally.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you got artists like David Lee Garza and all them, that are just, I guess, the example for a Hispanic male like me. Growing up, because I never once ever thought my ethnicity was anything special. Honestly,
Right. Gotcha.
I mean, I grew up. It was just, we grew up Hispanic, in San Antonio, and that was what it was. We spoke Spanish, we spoke English, and we spoke Spanglish. At the same time, and it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, cool. We're just, this is what we are.
But little did you know there was this melting pot of musical influences.
We didn't know at the time. It was one of those things we learned as we grew up, and it's pretty cool to see it, come to light and say, oh, you know what? Yeah, it's pretty cool to see guys like me on stage, and guys like me doing, country music or rock and roll music or, Tejano and mariachi music and all that. It's awesome. I love it. I mean, I try not to make a big deal about it because it's just like, I'm a musician, but I'm a musician who happens to be Hispanic as well, you know.
Well, and that's a reoccurring theme or subject that keeps coming up during these interviews here at Friday Night Live, is that we just have an increasing number of Latinos doing Texas country music. And there's always been a smattering of Latinos in country music or Texas country, but here lately, I mean, it's been really kind of popping.
Yes.
For us, that segment. So that's really kind of cool to see. And it's nice to see that you're kind of one of those fresh faces in that group. So again, it's Matt Tejeda here at Broadway 830. That's the place you need to be out here tonight. Live music is from 7 to 10 p.m. Free show on the patio. Just come on out here, bring some beer money and some pizza money, and enjoy. And the weather got real nice all of a sudden, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Actually, there's a breeze going on.
Down a minute ago, and now I feel really good. I got a beer, got a nice little water, and I'm having a good time. So
Heck yeah.
It looks like it's going to be a nice evening here for some live music with Matt Tejeda. So let's go into the new song, and then we'll talk all about the newest single right after people hear it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
This one's called "Lose More Than You Win." It's Matt Tejeda and the Backwoods Band. You're hearing it on Friday Night Live, and this is UvaldeRadio.net.
Never know what you're getting yourself into till you put your heart and soul on the line. You're thinking that you've got good reasons to believe that everything is fine. You think you've got it planned out in your head. Feel so alive just to wind up feeling dead. 'Cause you win some, you lose more than you win. Leave your heart wide open and get it broken in the end. I'm the kind of man that wears his heart on his sleeve. And I know that love is such a hard thing to reach. When she tells me let's take it slow, everything in my head is trying to let me know that I win some, I lose more and then I win. Leave my heart wide open and get it broken in the end. I can sit and wait for that call to come in. My heart is really looking for a good win. I win some, but I lose more than I win. Never gonna give up, 'cause I lose more than I win. Then I win. Never gonna give up, 'cause I lose more than I win. Yeah.
UValleyRadio.net. This is Friday Night Live, and we are live at Broadway 830 featuring the rising stars of Texas music. We do it every Friday night, feature a artist out here on the patio from 7 to 10 p.m. while we have some great, delicious artisan pizza, some great drinks. They got some really cool drink specials. Matt, I might make you do the drink specials in the Curly voice here in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
We might have to do that. But there are $4 pints from now till 10 p.m. tonight on the patio only. So come get your drink on, enjoy some live music. And that was Matt Tejeda, his band, the Backwoods Band, called it Lose More Than You Win. And Matt's here performing tonight. Matt, once again, welcome.
Thank you.
All the way from San Antonio, Texas. So the new song, Lose More Than You Win, that's been out to radio for a couple of months now, maybe?
A few months now, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So give us the backstory. Did you write it? If not, who wrote it? When did you record it?
Man.
And let's talk the whole thing.
So I did write this song. This was one of those 3 a.m. whiskey night songs. Kind of going through a transition period in my life and everything like that. I think I was like 20, 21, something like that. And I was going through a breakup with my ex-girlfriend at the time and whatnot. I was in my first apartment. I was, it was one of those things where it was a young man learning that you're going to lose a lot more than you're actually going to win in life, But those times that you do win, it's those times where you got to hold on to them, those little victories in life and everything like that. And so in my little drunken stupor at the wise age of 21 or 20 years old, how wise are you at 20 or 21, man? Like, it's not that wise. More emotional, if anything. So it was one of those songs that was just, an emotional song for me, writing it. And it was just one of those things where it's like, I feel as though I'm down more than I'm up. But I wanted to put a little bit of a positive spin on there and kind of say, hey, you lose more and then you win sort of thing, in the song's chorus and everything like that towards the end of it. But it was we recorded it at the Woodshed recording studio out in Granger, Texas. Great guys out there, man, and it was awesome experience recording with them because we actually had Kevin Fowler's band as the studio band for that recording. So that's Kevin Fowler's band. Everybody that you hear on that recording and everything it was pretty cool to experience that. Man, John and the guys were real cool about that whole recording experience, and that was my first time actually in a professional recording studio. So whenever I recorded out of time, I was in a friend's house, and as good as a recording as that was, I never took it to get mixed and mastered.
Right.
So it was a little more rough than this one that's actually polished.
Just
and
a full experience.
Full experience.
Deal,
real deal Holyfield. Sort of thing. And I was like, wow, this is cool. So we can actually make a good banger, like you lose more than you win, and then take off with it. And so that's what we're trying to do now, man. We're trying to get back into the studio. We're just trying to find the time, really. Money's not the issue; it's just the time right now because middle of summer, HVAC technician. I'm busy. 12 hours out of the day at least.
So let's get back into this first time in a real studio, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, do you find yourself just kind of in awe of the moment, or did you make it a very conscious effort to absorb and learn and take in as much information as you can? Since you're paying good money, and it's a once in a lifetime experience. Your first time to do it. What was the balance between like kid in a candy store versus businessman really trying to get the most bang out of your buck?
I don't think I've ever heard it described that way, but that was the perfect description of what it was. It was like I was trying to be professional, but I was also like a kid in a candy store because I'm like, my song's coming alive and everything like that. It was insane because I went in there thinking, okay, we're gonna go there to work and we're gonna go there to really get this song done, hammer it out, and get that song to where it's mixed and mastered and everything like that. And I get there and they're like, yeah, by the way, this is Kevin Fowler's band. I was like, holy crap. Okay, I've seen these guys on stage and everything, I'm like, all right, well, guys, this is the key it's in, and you have at it.
Hey, remember that one time?
pretty much, it was pretty much like that. I was like, okay, I got to keep my stuff together right now because I want to flip out and fangirl like a son of a gun. But, it was one of those things where it's like, once we started rolling, I was like, okay, I got in my mode, my professional mode, and was like, all right, cool. Now I am Matt Tejeda, the singer, the songwriter, the guy that has to be here and deserves to be here, because it's one of those things where whenever you're in that situation, you don't know if you're worthy enough to be there. It's hard, especially for an artist like me. I consider myself a little bit of a late bloomer because, I'm 33 years old now, and I've been doing music since I was, 14? No, I'm actually a lot longer than that. I've been doing it since I was about 9, and then playing gigs since I was about 14. So for me, I feel as though I've been working towards this for so long, and then to have been put in that situation where it's a great situation to be put into, because this is the big leagues, Now I got to step up my game, and now I got to be professional, make connections, yes, and make friends and all that good stuff, but also try and maintain a professional standpoint as far as like, hey, whenever we're here, we got to work. It's fun and everything like that, but you got to make sure that you don't goof off too much, sort of thing.
Right. Yeah, make sure everything's like a learning process.
Yeah, it's that little learning curve of, okay, this is where we got to buckle down, or hey, we're just kind of goofing off. Hey, let's try this, let's try that, whatever. Okay, well, we're getting a little hard pressed for time, guys. So let's really get what we're gonna do, on this song.
So, okay, so one more question about the studio experience, because it's still relatively new for you. So I want to kind of pick your brain, but if there was like one moment, one thing you learned, and it's okay to get a little like studio speaky or musician talking. If there was something that you learned in the studio, whether it had to do with the board, the recording process, the settings, anything like I said, you can get gearhead talky on this if you want to.
Yeah.
Was there a moment where something just blew your mind? You're like, whoa, that's the way they do that? Or like, was there any like moments where you're like, man, that just kind of changed the way you think about music, or the way that we make it?
I think so of course I've been through the recording process before, with Out of Time and everything like that, but with this one, it was a little more structured. It was a little more okay. The first time recording my vocals with the song, it was the scratch track. It wasn't like, hey, you're singing it like you're going to sing it, and this is how it's going to be recorded, and let's move on. Well, from that point, they were like, okay, we got the band in there now, and we got your places of where your vocals are going to go. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to re-record the vocals, and we're just going to go straight through once, and then we're going to go line for line. And I was like, well, wait, what? What do you mean? Wow. Okay, let's get you in the vocal booth now. I'm like, all right, I'm going over to the booth that I was in whenever I was recording my scratch track. And they're like, no, we want you in this booth over here. This is the actual vocal booth, And I'm like, okay, it's got like 2 microphones actually pointed at me instead of 1. It's a different mix and different like EQ that he's got on both mics, and it's kind of daunting because I'm like, okay, I have my iPad sitting on the music stand. I got my lyrics there. Even though they're memorized, I'm like, I still have to have my lyrics here so I don't mess it up while I'm recording. And, it's just, we're going straight through the vocal recording the first time. And then they're like, all right, well, let's go through this one. Like, let's start from the beginning. This line right here, sing it how you would sing it. Or, okay, I was singing how I sing it. And then they're like, okay, well, try this, bring this pitch up, or, try and go a little flat right here. There was one time where he was like, talk that line. And I was like, okay, talk that line. I can talk that line. What do you mean by talk that line? Like, just kind of give it like a melodic speaking, thing to it. I'm like, I can do that. All right, got you. Cool. It was very using examples.
That's the producing part.
Yeah, that's the producing part of it. To where they're telling you, look, this sounds great. It's a great song and everything like that. But we want to make it better, so we're going to help you out.
They're opening your ears.
They're going to open your ears to different things, and everything like that.
To do what
Can you try this, sort of thing? And that was the big thing for me. I was like, wow, okay, cool. This, what was the part? I can't remember, but it's going to bug me until I actually remember later. But I think it's to believe that everything is fine. Like, that whole thing was very ran through. Like, it was one of those things. It was one of those lines where it was just like kind of, okay, very fast. To believe that everything is fine, and that's it. But the note that John had on it, he was like, dude, I want you to go ahead and just kind of pause and then say fine, So, to believe that everything is fine, elongate that, make it more legato and kind of take a breath between, everything and then is and fine and all that. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, let's go. Cool. Yeah. Let's make this.
That's cool, man.
So it was pretty cool to be directed, because I'm that type of guy where it's like, okay, I don't need my ego stroked. Right. I need to be told, look, this is what you're doing wrong, or this is what you're doing right, but I think you could do this to improve it.
Right.
And if I'm giving a critique, I'm going to go ahead and take it and run with it. You know what I mean? I'll make sure it's me, but at the same time, I'm glad that you suggested it, sort of thing.
It sounds like you got some great direction, and you're excited about it.
Yeah, man, it was awesome.
For you.
I loved that whole experience.
Give me the information on the studio again. What was that?
So
again?
It was the Woodshed Studio out in Granger, Texas.
Very
man.
cool,
They're great guys, man. Love those guys.
Well, again, that's the story behind the recording of Matt Tejeda and the Backwoods Band. Their song "Lose More Than You Win." Now, prior to that, again, you released your song "Out of Time." Let's go ahead and play that. They're going to wrap up this interview and get some live music on the stage around 7:00, and we're going to go over Curly's drink specials tonight, so hopefully we'll get that on there. But y'all check it out. This is Matt Tejeda. His first single to radio is called Out of Time, and this is UvaldeRadio.net on Friday Night Live.
Saturday night and I'm sitting in this bar again. Thinking about those things you said when you left. I got a cigarette in one hand and a whiskey in the other. I won't be able to feel regrets tonight. Yeah, I'm drunk enough not to give a damn what you think about me, 'cause I'm on the run. I'm out of time. Out of my mind, 'cause I'm on the run, I'm out of time, and if I was sober I'd be out of my mind, 'cause I'm out of time. Probably be doing something to get you back, 'cause I know tomorrow I'll be missing everything we had. Nothing's written in stone when my better half is gone. Your memories aren't fading fast, and that lets me know what we had would never last. 'Cause I'm on the run, I'm out of time, and if I was sober I'd be out of my mind. Yeah, I'm on the run, I'm out of time, and if I was sober I'd be out of my mind, 'cause I'm out of time. I can bring you back in to my arms and hold you till the sun comes up in the early morning. But I'm out of time, baby. Yeah, I'm out of love, darling. I miss you so much. I'd be out of my goddamn mind. 'Cause I'm on the run, I'm out of time. And if I was sober, I'd be out of my mind. Yeah, I'm out of time, but I'm out of time.
UvaldeRadio.net. This is Friday Night Live, another beautiful night in beautiful downtown Uvalde. It's also Foursquare Friday. Every second Friday of the month, the downtown businesses in the area stay open up a little bit late, so you can do some late night shopping, and they serve some complimentary food and drinks. So come on out to downtown Uvalde, and while you're here, stop by Broadway 830, 100 East Main Street, downtown Uvalde, and enjoy Friday Night Live. Live music by Matt Tejeda from Matt Tejeda and the Backwoods Band. You just heard his first single out to Texas radio. It's called Out of Time, and Matt is here. Welcome back, Matt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good to have
yes,
you
sir.
here and your lovely wife. So your son's over there too, right?
Yeah,
He
my
was
son's
around the
here
corner.
too.
I failed to mention this. We're heading into Father's Day weekend.
Yes, we are.
So happy Father's Day.
Yeah, well, happy Father's Day to you.
Well, thank you very much. You guys got any family plans that you're aware of?
We are going to be doing brunch in my father's house and then probably being lazy the rest of the day because that's
nice.
what I want.
That's good, man. All right. Well, okay, happy Father's Day, man. Hope you guys have a really good one. Me personally,
You too, man.
We're going to Houston. My daughter's
Oh, that's right. Your daughter's going to college, right?
Orientation is Monday.
Yeah,
so we'll be on the
man.
road. We'll be on the road with, and actually my father and mother are coming too. So
Awesome.
So it'll be a kind of a cool, just like you, multi-generational.
There you go.
Father's Day this weekend. So all the dads out there, from Uvalde Radio and Friday Night Live, happy Father's Day. Come out here and get yourself a beer. You deserve it.
You deserve it.
Speaking of beers, we got $4 pints tonight till 10, and let's go. Let's save this to the end.
Yes.
But Matt, tell me in band news, what's happening? What do you guys getting in the studio first of all? You got any idea yet?
Oh yeah, we'll be actually probably getting into the studio here in about another month or two. Actually, we're actually going to be recording one of Mr. Justin Houghton's songs that he wrote.
Cool.
Our guitar player. So yeah, it's going to be a good one, man. I think y'all are going to like it. And then we've actually got a few more songs on deck that we're going to end up probably putting out around the same time. If not, we're probably going to make you wait until we put out a whole album.
Now, just as a point of reference here, you got the two singles to radio.
Right.
Are these the only two you've got recorded right now?
These are the only two recorded, but we have several songs in the
I was going to say, you guys have a catalog of tunes.
Oh,
cool.
yeah, we do, yeah.
All right, so I'm looking forward to seeing those all come into fruition.
Definitely.
Next bit of news, I guess, any high-profile or excited shows you're excited about?
Well, man, we'll be out in Divine for the first time tomorrow, actually, at the Black Creek Bar. So come out and see us there. We'll be out there at about 8 o'clock. So, yeah, it'll be a trio thing that we do, and it's going to be fun, man. My wife has actually visited that place earlier during the week. She says it's a nice place, nice venue. I've never been out there, so tomorrow's going to be my first time.
I hear Divine
I'm
is
excited
divine.
about it. I've heard Divine is divine. Yeah, it's going to be a great time, and, man, I can't wait for it.
And getting back to, like, the full band versus Matt solo versus trio, well, what's that ratio you guys do pretty much? How busy do you guys stay doing?
I mean, we stay pretty busy doing the full band stuff and everything like that. But I mean, we like to do the trio. I like to do the solo acoustic sometimes, because sometimes I like to try out some music on people, and I'm like, I don't want to, make my band squirm because they're like, dude, we don't know that song.
Right,
Stop it.
right.
What are you doing? It's one of those things where it's like, I can follow along with you, but stop doing that. But yeah, we do a lot of the trio stuff too. The trio and full band is mainly what we do right now.
All right. Well, we look forward to having more, like I said, more of the guys involved at some point here in the
Definitely.
future. Matt, thanks for coming out to Uvalde. Give us the website or
Thanks
social
for
media,
having me
whatever you
on,
want to do
man.
real quick.
It's under Matt Tejeda and the Backwoods Band on Facebook, Matt Tejeda Music under Instagram, and then we also have Matt Tejeda Band on TikTok. So guys, go like and follow the TikTok, share whatever you want to share on there and everything like that too.
And finally, we're going to have you channel the bass player, right? Curly?
The drummer. Yes.
We're going to have you channel the drummer, and you're going to announce. Curly's going to announce our Friday Night Live drink specials tonight.
Mr. Curly Castillo is announcing Broadway 830's
drink specials for tonight. This is the June 2024 drink specials. We got the Big Daddy tea, twisted tea over ice with a lemon garnish for $3. Papa Double rum and coke with lime garnish for $3 as well.
Double?
That's a Papa Double. That's a Papa Double right there. Okay. They also got the Godfather. Crown Coke, coconut, rum peach.
Curly, do Curly doing the Godfather.
This is the Godfather. The Godfather is the Crown, coconut rum, peach schnapps, and Red Bull for $7. That's right, $7. And
that's like Tropic Thunder good.
If you don't buy the Godfathers, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
You still know the hand gestures, too. I know it's radio, but you had to see it, guys.
I have to, you know.
That's drink specials. Good job.
Those are great drink specials. Yeah, thank you, Curly. Thank you, Curly, for being here.
And, of course, $4 pints tonight here in the patio till 10 p.m. Matt, thanks for being a great, great, I guess, sport on that.
Thanks for having me out.
And that's going to wrap up Friday Night Live. Come see Matt tonight on the patio, 7 to 10 p.m. And the address, again, 100 East Main Street, downtown Uvalde. Follow Matt Tejeda and the Backwoods Bands on all your social medias, and find their website, too. And that's it, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for being here, man. Let's get some rock and roll going on.
Let's go.
All right, now we're some regular programming. This is UvaldeRadio.net.